Hello, dear one. I hear that you ovulated late this month and you're wondering if it's too late to try to conceive because your period's on the way and you're wondering maybe you should see a doctor and get some medications, and you've got a lot of questions right now. So let's take a deep breath and let's go over basically what your body is doing when it ovulates late. First of all, just because you ovulate late does not mean you can't get pregnant. You can get pregnant. Your body actually doesn't even ovulate late. You think it ovulates late. It ovulates when it's ready. So why would your body ovulate late? Why would it be ready later than usual? Maybe you were fighting off an illness. Maybe you actually got sick. Maybe you were traveling. Maybe you had some bad night's sleep. Maybe work was a little more stressful than you realized. Maybe something happened and your body said, you know what, right now is not the time to get pregnant. Let's punt it off a week. Hold my beer. I'll be back next week. Or maybe next 2 weeks or a month. Whatever it is, when your body ovulates, that's when it's ready to conceive. So nothing's going to get in the way of you actually trying to conceive, regardless of when you ovulate. As anyone with PCOS will tell you, they ovulate at all kinds of crazy times. So what happens is you ovulate, and then theoretically, about 14 days later, if you're not pregnant, you'll get a period. So let's say you're on a 28-day cycle and you ovulate on cycle day 19 and it's late, and maybe you were pregnant the month before, maybe something happened and your body's just off, so you ovulate late. Well, it doesn't mean your body's going to start a period in 28 days on cycle day 28. Your period might come late too. That's usually how it happens. So I don't want you to worry that you missed your opportunity. So the reason we worry about a short luteal phase, which means, there's not enough days between ovulation and your period, is because of a phenomenon called deciduation. Deciduation means that the uterus actually walls off and prevents implantation. And that usually occurs the week before you get your period, if your period is coming. So if you got pregnant, you don't have to worry about it. Because chances are the baby has implanted. It usually implants 3 to 5 days after you conceive. That's the amount of time it takes to travel down the fallopian tube and get implanted. So I don't want you worrying. First of all, you don't know when your period's coming. No one knows. Your app doesn't know what your body's doing. You don't know what your body's doing. Your calendar doesn't know what your body's doing. Your body's going to do what your body's going to do. So don't worry about, my period's coming. My period is coming. It might not be coming. It might not be coming on cycle day 28 if you ovulate on cycle day 19, especially if you're pregnant. So don't worry about that. As for the questions about, oh my gosh, do I need to talk to my doctor? Should I go on letrozole? Should I go on Clomid? Well, let me tell you, first of all, any medication that you take is going to interfere with all the natural processes of your body. It's going to interfere with the communication between your brain and your ovaries, so that your body does something very unnatural, and it's geared toward gaming the system, right? It's a body hack. It's like, oh, I know what my body's doing wrong, so I'm going to work around it with a drug. And this drug is going to cause my ovaries to go wild and produce all kinds of estrogen, or it's going to cause my brain to go wild and produce all kinds of follicle stimulating hormone. My FSH levels are going to escalate, and it's going to make me more fertile. Let me tell you, disconnecting your body's communication systems does not make you more fertile. It might get you pregnant if that's the right body hack for you, but it's not going to restore your fertility. Fertility comes when all of your body systems are communicating well. And let me tell you, there's a lot of body systems involved. And if you had to hack into every body system and calculate everything and use your calendar and use your urine sticks and your hormone tests and just follow every system in your body to make sure you've optimized everything, you would probably go crazy. It's a tough thing to do. Your brain and your body do this automatically. You don't have to worry about it. So if your body is basically saying, I'm going to ovulate late this month, hold my beer, I'll be right back, it's going to be okay. and go ahead and try to conceive. Nothing's going to get in the way of that. And your period will come when it comes. It's not going to come when you've scheduled it and when you've mathematically calculated that it's due. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. And no one ever failed to get pregnant because their body didn't produce Clomid or Letrozole or some other fertility drug. Your body doesn't need fertility drugs. Those are a hack to hack the system when your body can't do it on its own. So give your body a chance, especially if you're trying to conceive naturally. And let's hope that this video has kind of calmed your nerves and given you something else to think about besides it's too late, because chances are it's not too late. All right, I'm Dr. Amy Galvan, fertility acupuncture specialist, fellow of the American Board of Oriental Reproductive Medicine, and I'm here to help you conceive naturally.